Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first, not only in my radio career, but certainly in my career on the internet, a major interview with a major federal congressperson. It's time to welcome to the show controversial but long-standing Congresswoman, Maxine Waters. Thank you so much for joining the show, Maxine.
I'm delighted always to be with you. Thank you for having me on.
Now, there's some controversies in the news to get to and some items from the past I'd like to bring up. So we've got a lot to do here. But as you're new to my audience, I want to give them a chance to get to know you a little bit. Could you describe briefly your career in Congress?
Blackmailed, compromised.
That's a startling revelation.
We had a great time.
Who have you been blackmailed and compromised by?
People all over this country.
Have you ever made a decision without being compromised?
No.
What sort of things would you do?
Anything.
So, what would it cost to buy your influence?
About $195.
Just $195?
Yes.
Wow. Well, I guess you're selling out to the little guy, so it's okay. Any plans on stopping?
I will continue to participate.
Well, at least you're approachable. In the news, there's been some controversy. You've been calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump.
I have not called for impeachment.
Well, that's simply not true. As a matter of fact, we've got a couple of clips.
I know if we can prove collusion that he is impeachable. And I will fight every day until he is impeached.
So how can you say that you have not called for impeachment when you clearly have in many venues?
I have not called for the impeachment yet.
Well, that's a very political answer you've got there. But you have to admit, in other ways, you've been a very vocal critic of the president.
Yes.
So you have to admit there have been a lot of fake news, propaganda stories thrown around about Mr. Trump. Some really low blows by throngs of media sources like, I don't know, that fake dossier.
Oh, I think it should be taken a look at. I think they should really read it, understand it, analyze it.
Well, I guess you know more than I do. I thought that had been debunked as fake news a long time ago, but you've had more of a chance to look at it than I have. What's your favorite part?
The part about
Yes.
with sex actions.
Sex actions?
Drill down.
Oh my God.
The drilling down must be done.
That doesn't sound like it has much to do with Russian collusion in our election system.
That's what it's all about.
We're definitely learning some new things about you. Looking back on your career, as this is the first time I've got to speak with you, I wanted to ask a question regarding the oil and gas industry. When oil was at its peak during a congressional hearing, this is what you had to say.
This liberal will be all about socializing, would be about basically taking over and the government running all of your companies.
You're talking about turning the fossil fuel industry in its entirety over to the government.
It's a huge
I agree
deal.
That's a huge deal and would signal a major change in our capitalist system. For what purpose exactly?
Making money.
Well, you, as far as I know, don't have any experience in the oil and gas industry, so making money would be difficult. Do you have any partners in mind?
Putin.
Who?
Putin.
So you want to take over oil and gas and work with Vladimir Putin to make money?
It's clear to me.
Why would you want to take away such a huge industry from the American people for your own personal gain?
This is a bunch of scumbags.
The American people?
Scumbags.
Wow. Could you think of anything worse to call them?
Klan.
Whew. Okay, well, we're running short on time, and I wanted to give you a chance to speak on the last president, the one from your party.
He does not care about his constituents, the people who voted for him, or anybody else.
Wow, I'm so surprised to hear you say that.
That's what we believe.
You never said anything like that while he was in office. Are you saying that you
Lied.
Well, if you're going to admit it.
But he's forcing our hand.
But you voted for him twice.
We're stupid.
Okay. It's been an enlightening and entertaining interview. Any parting words?
Putin is continuing to advance into Korea.
And that's totally wrong. Congresswoman Maxine Waters, everybody.